This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Today we're going to go over something because I've been seeing this on the blogs that Meek Mill and Drake beef was over nothing. And that is totally false. It was over a lot. You know what it was over? It was over a career. It was over Drake defending his own career. Okay? Because Meek Mill was trying to snatch his career. Now, I think a lot of this had to do with jealousy, period. Okay? Drake might have been jealous of Meek Mill being with Nicki Minaj, someone he wanted to end it up with. And she wouldn't date him. And Meek Mill was jealous of the status that Drake was at. He couldn't reach that status. I mean, it's hard to reach that status. Even though Meek is a great rapper, it takes taking chances and being different. Meek wouldn't have done all the funny stuff that Drake was doing on Saturday Night Live and everything to get to that level. You got to kind of like, everyone has to love you to be at that kind of a level. And we don't all possess that. I don't. I mean, not everybody loves me. You know, it's like, it's just sometimes people just got it. Anyways, these guys, Drake has been on Meek's, you know, for a long time, okay? Wearing Meek's chains and everything. Drake is fascinated with the streets, okay? And he was fascinated with Meek Mill because he was the closest, I mean, I guess it was the closest thing he knew to someone in the street in Philly. Like, to him, he was like the king. I don't know what it was. But he was always, he co-signed Meek a lot coming out. Now, Drake had arrived in 2009, 2010. Meek Mill really arrived around 2012, I'd say. End of 2011, 2012. He was already the man in Philly. Drake was not the man, you know, Drake was the man around 2009 and 10, you know. Drake, he was co-signed by Meek Mill. He had a bunch of hot songs. He had the best mixtape out, which was really an album. And then he had the best album that dropped in 2010. So anyways, Meek Mill got a lot of support from Drake. He did the first video, or the second video, Amen. I mean, that's a great follow-up single to I'm a Boss with Rick Ross, right? So Meek Mill was on, and then they were best friends. It's good to have, you know, Drake as a best friend. You notice French Montana won't sever that relationship. He won't go against that relationship at all. He canceled his relationship with Meek Mill as soon as he could when they had a problem. Okay, so did DJ Khaled. Don't forget that. Cut Meek off. So anyways, as years went on, you know, Drake's always professing his love about Nicki, and then, you know, blah, 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 Meek goes back in, he's, you know, Drake's wearing free Meek Mill shirts, very supportive of his friend. Even when Meek Mill comes out, you know, and then he's with Nicki, he's still, you know, they're still friends. He does the R.I.C.O track, the biggest track on that album. The biggest track on that album is R.I.C.O. What was the name of the... Is it Money More Than... No, it's... Which one was this? It was the red one. Let me see. Right here. It says Dreams Worth More Than Money. Okay, that's what it was. Did R.I.C.O. That was the biggest song on that album. Besides the Nicki and Chris Brown song. I mean, those are about even. Right as he drops that album... I don't know, around this time, Meek admittedly does, so I'm not making this up. Meek admits that when he was with Nicki, he was a pill-popping animal, okay? He was a pill-popping animal. He was on heavy pillage. He was pillaging. It's never good to make decisions when you're under the influence, period. I don't care if you've had too much to drink. I mean, we saw what happened with Tory and Megan. Too much to drink. Any kind of substance. Don't make decisions. Who knows if Nicki was in Meek's ear? Yo, you bigger than him. You should be bigger than him. He doesn't even write his raps. I don't know what it was, okay? But someone gaslighted Meek Mill and fed into his own thoughts. And he just had it one day. And he was talking about Kendrick and J. Cole really know how to rap, even though they're in different lanes. Dude is all the way out of it. Don't compare me to these cats. They don't write their raps either. Stop comparing him to Drake too. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweet my album, because we found out. Drake didn't show up to some powerhouse show he had in Philly, and he was mad. And he made a decision he felt like he was big enough when this album dropped, because he was with Nicki. He had the Chris Brown and Nicki feature. He had Drake. It was getting rave reviews. It was selling a lot. I think Future's even on this one. And, you know, he just made that bad decision. It was a bad decision. Bad decision. You had to stick to it. He's on tour with Nicki. Drake drops Charged Up. Weak shot. Just, you know, light shot, showing people that he's about to go there. Meek Mill didn't react to it. He just reacted on Twitter like, haha, that's nothing, right? Then, you know, Meek Mill also around this time was talking to, you know, this is where Quentin Miller comes out. Well, Quentin Miller didn't come out. He exposes Quentin Miller as Drake's, you know, co-writer, whatever. Drake, you know, Drake had, a lot of rappers have help in the studio, okay? Making music isn't easy, okay? So if someone helps you with a melody here and there, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? It's not like this guy was penning his raps, I don't think, you know? It's like he was probably helping him with hooks and stuff. When rappers can't come up with hooks, they usually hire someone to do the hook and do a feature. I guess Drake wanted to hire Quentin Miller. I don't know. You know, whatever. DJ Drama, I guess he made the connection, and DJ Drama was involved in this. Funk Flex was heavy behind Meek on this, too, and Meek Mill didn't show up for Flex. I remember that. Funk Flex said, Drake, your career's over at 5 p.m. Meek's dropping a diss. Never did. Remember when Drake dropped back-to-back? And it was like, whoa, Drake can drop a diss record. Drake can drop a diss record. Meek didn't respond. Till 2 to 3 weeks later. You don't even remember the response. You don't even remember the response. You cannot even come up with the name of it right now. That's how bad that was. And then as it turns out, you know, Meek Mill just goes into a slump. And it was sad because Meek Mill's a great rapper. And he made a really poor decision. I mean, he went against his friend. Already at that point, I'm like, jeez, you guys are friends. I mean, I know these industry relations are fake, but this is the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, this guy helped you. This guy gave you hit records. He helped catapult your career. I think he's on like 2 or 3 of your albums. I mean, you keep people like that close. French Montana, you know, anytime he sees Drake, he grabs onto his legs. Daddy. So, you know, he just ruined that relationship, and he went into a slump, and then he didn't resurface. He dropped something around 2016, I think. No, 2015. At the end into 2016, he dropped like a 4-pack. It was cool. DC4 in 2016 really helped him come back. Tory Lanez helped him a lot with Liddy again. That was big. And then, you know, there was a lot of other good songs on there. Don't get me wrong. A lot. I mean, Meek's a good artist. Then the Nicki breakup happens. The relationship only lasted 2 years. It's ugly. He drops Wins and Losses, and it's fire. It's a classic. That's a classic album to me. That's a great album. Then he goes to jail. And then he comes home a year later, and Drake forgives him. So 3 years they were apart. Now Drake just, I guess, you know, he won. But Meek Mill was trying. The reason the beef happened is because Meek Mill was the reason why this is serious, and it's like it was a beef over nothing. Meek was trying to take his career away, so it was over something. It wasn't over. You know, these things are serious. Careers are on the line. So it's not just play. You know, it's not play, as they say, right? It's a serious situation. It's like someone trying to get you fired from work. You know, and then you let it go. You're going to let that go? You're working hard at your job, and someone sets you up to get fired, right? Are you going to let that go? Like, oh, forget it, man. That was funny, man. No, it's not funny. You got to look at it like that. That's what he was trying to do. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. And that was my point. Like, this is really over something. People try to say these things are over nothing. Oh, yeah, it's nothing. Because it's entertainment. You're trying to take someone's money away from them. That's serious. Okay? Hit that like button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.